This video will focus on setting up the input worksheet that will be used in our footprint analysis. On the input worksheet, we've already established the following remedy component names for 1, 2, and 3. These will link each of our input templates appropriately. The input worksheet is used for data entry of site and remedy information. Most of this data will be entered here. The first step, though, is to create copies of this input template. Each input tab will be aligned with the appropriate remedy component and can be considered essentially a subcategory of each. So under template, we want to right-click, move our copy, create a copy, and you can move it manually or move it now. That creates a copy of template 1. It's recommended to leave the template blank. So in that sense, we will deselect the appropriate component, turn that off, and now this will be excluded from the summary of results. This is recommended so that you have the flexibility later on if you want to add additional data or add additional analyses as needed. So we'll go back to the copy that we just created. It's linked appropriately to component 1, site investigation. We will rename it. It's recommended to rename it to whatever you labeled component 1 as. We'll go back, create another copy. This will be for component 2. We'll rename it appropriately. And we'll create one more copy for component 3. Rename. Now we have our necessary tabs. These will link to input summary. However, since this is yellow color-coded, we do have to manually input this, and we'll update it to reflect what we named our templates. As you'll see, each of these templates are linked to their appropriate remedy components. However, you can create up to 14 templates and link them to 6 of the remedy components. So in other words, you may have more than one template or input linked to one remedy component. And that is quite useful when dealing with multiple activities under a given remedy. But now we are all set up. And as you'll see, we're ready to provide our input data.